Hey everybody, this is Nick from NikeTube Studios, and today I am doing a color Hey guys, this is Nick from NikeTube Studios, and today I am going to be doing a commentary on one of the greatest NikeTube shows of all time. It is of the show Mobile Suit Gundam on Roblox. And for new audiences that haven't heard of it, it's a series, like a Roblox animated series that I've done from 2011 to 2012, which was about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was considered, I would consider it as one of the best NikeTube shows that have ever been produced, since it had higher ratings than any other NikeTube show to date, especially now since 2 years since the release of the Battle of Baku. It is still one of the best NikeTube episodes of all time. So, let's get started with the commentary. I am watching it on a deep. Alright, so, to begin with episode 1, it was originally done in November 15th, 2011, for, a single release for, NikeTube. Yeah, for NikeTube Studios. It would have been the very first show. Like, a certain problem happened on the same time too, because at the same time I was directing shorts for this NFC North Battle series called Gorilla Blitz, and I got angry that they released the very first episode of Mobile Suit Gundam on Roblox, which they gave me a little. They were paid for it pretty well, and yeah. Anyways, so this that I'm showing is actually the remake that I did sometime earlier in 2012. Mainly because I wanted to add in voiceover and additional scenes for that episode. So we begin when Universal Century 0079, at the very beginning of the 1 Year War. We added in this part to give a bit of a synopsis on what was going on at the time in the show's canon. So we added it's a completely new piece of footage. So we added in the space colony dropping in Sydney, Australia here, and it wasn't probably the best effect. I mean, now I could actually do a lot better at creating colony crashes, but this one actually, really in my opinion, just sucked. It was kind of a last-minute deal. But anyways, so the episode pilot actually takes place somewhere between episodes 9 and 10, I think? Yeah, episodes 9 and 10, or even actually a little bit based on episode 8.
What's wrong, Mr.
So, yeah,
we need you to intercept them immediately.
So the voiceover, it did not exist. It was actually all,
Take note that a Gal attack carrier
like a closed caption that we did to begin with.
Do whatever I can.
Because at the time, it was actually very rare that somebody would actually voice over for Roblox characters, but I mean, now it's actually grown a bit more common. But anyways, with this scene, I have really not much to say. It was just simply just one shot of me taking down 8 dot fighters, and nothing else to explain. So basically, to talk about the system Roblox, Roblox is like a massive multiplayer online game that came out in like 2005 or 2006, and I haven't started playing until 2008, which actually was 6 years ago now, if you think of it. But anyways, so this was created in Silicon Valley and the Bay Area. So yeah. In NikeTube Studios' case, we were just coming back in 2011 after the cancellation of the Nick DeLeon show in 2010. We've tried several attempts to create a series, but it just never worked out well. And we had one attempt that we tried to do, was to create a show similar to the Nick DeLeon show called the PNG News Network. That never gone anywhere. It kind of stayed in development hell during its creation. It never had any production on a first episode or pilot or anything. So it was kind of a shame. And then there was another thing I did too. Was called damn, what was it called?
7, 8.
I don't remember actually. It was like something me and one of my friends did. It was kind of like stupid stuff, a little similar to Jackass, and it's
Look out on
similarity.
red comets right behind you.
But it never lifted off. So here, after this battle, we show Char starting his encounter with Amuro. And this is a brand new scene that we did here. This scene was actually filmed, I think either in January or February of 2012. So that was actually filmed about, I would say maybe about 4 or 5 months after the release of, wait, no, that's not a great calculation. Maybe 2 or 3 months after releasing the original first episode.
Gundam.
So,
Sure.
brand new scenes here. I didn't realize how bad like some of the audio was done here at the time, because with the NikeTube studio standards at the time, this was actually considered high definition. Today would no longer fall into that category since we can do high definition now and surround sound. And a lot of the voiceover that we do now is a lot clearer than stuff. So it's kind of normal now that we produce stuff in between 720 to 1080 pixels and in a widescreen ratio. Especially now since we have been switching to Adobe Premiere.
You must open the bottle.
So
Yes.
the idea of this episode here was basically Amuro's called out to get attack 8 enemy dot fighters and attack a couple of Zakus. It was actually the first appearance of our characters, Amuro, Char, Bright, and Mirai. And sort of Sayla too, but she never had any voiceover until the next episode here, which is Tragedy in Jaburo. And this is actually the very first voiceover episode. It was released in November, somewhere in mid to late November of 2012. It took me 3 to 4 weeks to make. It was actually made for a school project that I did in that time period. It was for a digital media class that I had in my freshman year of high school at Preble High. So how did it come down to having a voice actress for Sayla, actually? It actually started out with kind of an advertisement that I did for a kind of nerdy group that's in the school called the Anime Club. And I advertised voice actress needed. Nobody offered, so I actually went to my friend Crystal Olsen to do the voiceover for Sayla. It was kind of a last minute thing, but it actually turned out really well. And she stayed as a voice actress throughout the series, and I was really happy to know that. And here is actually the first appearance of the Black Tri-Stars. We never actually did an official story with them, except that we've shown a flashback when they killed Matilda Jean here. we have added on to their story in my book, The Midnight Hunter, Mobile Suit Gundam on Roblox and the Midnight Hunter. And there wasn't really much added on to it. It's just it's shown kind of after what happened to Matilda and the Black Tri-Star's revenge on Amuro, or the White Base crew, for killing Ash. So another thing about at the time of Mobile Suit Gundam on Roblox was here in this scene, almost every character except for Sayla was voiced by me. So like, here's actually the very first appearance of Sayla. Sayla actually is the only voice actress up until the Battle of Abaku to be voiced by an actual woman. At the time, I actually voiced every single character except for
Hold on, Amro. I just saw a red mobile suit.
for Frabo and Sayla. And I mean, I can admit I did okay. If anything, my acting, I can say, has improved quite a bit now. I'm still kind of uncomfortable about doing like live action and stage stuff. I mean, I took attempts at it, but it's just not something I'm into doing. So, like, in response, I would normally like to do like physical comedy and stuff. Okay, so in this scene, once again, easy to explain. It was just footage of me piloting the Gundam and attacking the star here. It really looks nothing different than a video screenshot of what we did for, like anyone can do for like a commentary for like game reviews and stuff. So footage just wasn't as well detailed here. Yeah. But this is actually the first time we also did wait, no, actually no, this is the second time that we did sound effects for Gundam on Roblox, but it was the first time we did it together with voiceover, which actually came out pretty well. So another thing too is
Just what?
here our beam rifle effects were not perfected yet, and we still haven't really perfected it yet either. At this point, everything was pretty low quality, but it's still a classic though. That's just something I really liked about Gundam on Roblox at the time. You know, it's kind of like a cute thing that a teenager would do. So, as this episode finishes up, we are now going to be entering into the Battle of Baku, which I had to admit was actually more dynamic
Are you ready
than
for
any
the
other
Xenon's
episode
attack
about
on the
Mobile Suit
Federation?
Gundam on Roblox.
Yes,
It actually kind of shown like a bridge of how
I don't
effects
know.
changed
This is
between
really nothing you should worry
Tragedy and
For now,
Jaburo
I'm going
and
to
Mobile
take
Suit
orders
Gundam on
from you,
Roblox all the way up to
If you need
Paint
help,
Black and Zeta
I'm
Gundam
going
on
now to
Roblox,
pilot my Galku.
which is
Thanks, sir.
the show that actually succeeds this one. It takes place several years after the One-Year War. And
All units.
here, all our
prepare
footage
to
actually
launch.
starts to become a bit more dynamic. 'Cause
Sayla, 006, ready to launch the G-Fighter.
we've
Saber
actually
Mass
shown
on
it a bit more
standby.
cinematic-like,
Amuro, are you ready for launch?
and it was actually
Amuro,
taken
ready to
care
launch
of a
the
bit more
Gundam.
seriously.
Gun cannon and gun tank
So,
are ready
this
for
is-
launch.
All units.
Actually, the
I'm
first time
counting
we
on
used
you.
several different lighting skills. Well, actually, the earliest form of lighting here. It was still pretty simplistic at the time, but it was still actually really good though.
What mobile armor is
Um,
that?
I have put some thought into making more Gundam on Roblox episodes, but they would be like in the same length of NikeTube shorts. It would kind of tell the story between all these episodes and stuff, and even
Lala, is that
introducing
you?
like some of the
You're
stuff
cool,
that
man, for
happens.
fighting Shard.
We've shown several different effects in this point here.
That's insane. Your strength is too much of a fear for me. I must kill you in
I
order to
don't
protect
know what to say
Shard.
about this part. It was actually like,
Caswell, don't attack.
Artesia?
It was meant to replicate a lot of the events of the
Are you
battle.
saying it's wrong to fight?
Here we've actually
I have
tried to
nothing to
recreate
defend.
the
It's
effect
just
of
not natural.
Amuro and
Then you are
Lala
not defending. I'm fighting for the man who
floating in
saved
space
my
in that
life.
one
That's your excuse?
encounter
Yes.
they had.
So it means
I still don't
the
know how to
NikeTube even
describe
met?
that. It's kind of psychedelic to me.
Lala, stop playing around with him.
But it shows really
Gundam
how
in a red
true the
mobile
story
suit?
actually
That's
was.
one. You have to fall back.
We show that Char nearly kills Sayla here, and
Captain,
Lala
don't
interrupts.
do it. Why?
In fact, the slow-mo actually wasn't even like video footage. I wasn't slowed
Artesia.
down at all. It was just me flying the G-Fighter slowly. Like certain effects, like when I show limbs getting chopped off here, it actually was two different scenes, which are pretty obvious now, but
This is it, Char. Captain.
but it was actually pretty good attempts.
Lala.
Effects still aren't that
Lala.
fast at this point. Like it was done really slowly, kind of like in a
People
simple
are changing.
waltz
They're
of
becoming
some
more like
sort.
us.
And I think
Yeah,
somehow
I can believe you,
here
Lala.
it just seems to fit the tone kind of perfectly of a slow, painful death. But it shows how
I can
happy
see time and
Mobile
space.
Suit actually ends up being when she dies. I'm not sure what I'm saying now. Okay. But anyways, yeah, I'm really impressed with how, like especially with the footage, the explosion scene. To explain that, we actually had another mech that was shooting at it. It was like a computer-controlled mech that I turned on their missiles and stuff, and then started filming from the Gundam.
Why?
So
Why did
it
this
actually
happen?
was like an out-of-shot
Right now, that is great
shooting that
enough.
happened to show like the explosion
Lala,
that
show me
happens
how I
to
can
Lala
help.
when she dies.
Are you
This is
alright?
actually the very
Not
first
quite.
appearance of
I just need a
Bravo,
little
was voiced
cheering
by
up.
Sadie Manchester. Her name at the time was Sadie Soper, but that was prior to her marriage. She would have actually appeared as
Permission to use the new prototype Mobile the Z.
either Emma Sheen or Fa
Although
Yuri
just
in
80%
the
finished,
very
I
first
think
episode
you'd be
of
very
Zeta
capable
Gundam
of
Armor
piloting
but
it. Yes,
she
ma'am.
had
I will
a
take a
very
look.
tight schedule, especially in her marriage
80% complete? Who told you that?
and
Lady Cassilia. The Xeon is
with
100% complete
taking on
and ready
bigger
for you.
job
It
opportunities.
has no legs. The legs are just
So,
for show.
here
I know
I've
you talked to
shown,
me about the Psychomo system.
like
Do you think I
the
can
revenge
handle it?
that Char has a little
Your new
has.
type abilities have never been measured. There's no way we'll ever know to
Obviously,
work
like
for you.
in the regular TV show, he has his anger
I'm
with
not
Amuro.
watching.
Amuro just kind of is aware of it now at this point. And
Sure found me.
he finally develops
my
his
enemy
personal
in a nick of
rivalry
time.
with Char. One thing I would probably say about Amuro now about here is probably how similar I try to make himself to me. Usually,
Can't fire from this close. Can't
like
you,
some
Shaw?
writers don't really base their characters around themselves. Like say for Tomino's case, I don't really recall him actually basing a character on himself. But I mean, like through the stories, you can actually see kind of his emotions at the time period. Like here, Gundam actually could have been darker at the time, but I don't think. But television kind of damn it, television actually kind of forced him to do certain things. So here once again, the mech actually shot the Xeon.
The battle isn't
Out
over
of,
yet,
out
Shaw.
of shot.
I only lost the main
It was
camera.
actually kind of difficult because I had to use this mech to shoot at it several
I can't worry
times.
about that right now. I have
There was actually a behind-the-scenes thing that I did
It's so
2
obvious,
years
especially
ago
Shaw
that
has
actually
to
shown
realize this.
how I did it,
The
but
key
I
is
never
to
actually
keep the Sabi family out of power.
shown it on
He's
YouTube. I
gotta
am
be
thinking
here,
about
I
finding
know
it
it.
again and posting it, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Here is actually a scene that I actually had to remake was the final shot in Gundam.
The heart of
It's
the
something
battle
that
straight ahead of
had
you.
to be
I know it.
recreated.
Are
Otherwise,
you
it just
aware
wouldn't be
that powers must be
perfect.
felt like that?
Like, we actually had to use several different models of the Gundam in this episode alone. Like, there was actually about, I think, a total of 5 different models of the Gundam. One that's actually a pilotable model, another that's a, and the rest are basically statues that we put together.
Come any closer, I'll shoot.
Actually, it'll be 6, because there was one Gundam that was designed to shoot from its beam rifle, and another to use its beam saber,
have certain goals.
and then a few other for like damage scenes in the final shot.
What was that? Amro,
So,
only because there's a war going on.
yeah, there was one.
Have to fight each other.
There was about 5 or 6 statues. I mean, models of the Gundam. Here, this scene actually makes me laugh every time I see it. It shows like Amuro and Caswell being wounded, but it just doesn't look so good.
And I'm going to give him what he deserves. Now get a gun, Artesia, and help me kill this beast.
It was actually kind of something
How could you even say
that was meant to be serious, but now I just look at it and just laugh.
If not for the helmet, I wouldn't
here,
be living right now.
this is actually a separate model of Char. For like moving characters, I had to like dress up the characters in their attire. I never actually shown Sayla at all in the movie because
take care of yourself.
Because her hair model actually like if you were to put it on her head actually on a moving player, it actually wouldn't appear as it does in the show.
Is that
Same with Char sometimes. We have this extra mesh in his head to make the back of, like, the additional parts of his helmet.
There!
And,
that's my way out!
Otherwise, Char does also get
am I going to join Lala?
his moving character.
How is this possible?
Amuro. Oh, this scene actually, there was actually kind of a revealing moment, because I accidentally forgot to take out the t-shirt decal design that was on the front of Amuro.
You mean Amuro wasn't here?
But otherwise, everything I'd done here for Gundam on ROBLOX was great. Like every single pilot suit that you see here actually was all designed by myself.
Yeah, go right. Go forward.
And I was actually quite impressed to see that a Federation uniform could actually be easily remade in here. I used like BMX helmets to make the pilot helmets. Which, you know, a lot of people would think is awkward, but I thought it was great though, because it's the only helmet mesh that you could actually find in Gundam. I mean, not ROBLOX that actually looks similar to pilot helmets.
I'm sorry, Lala.
But, you know, it actually made a great alternative, because it was still designable and easy to work with. So with the final scene, really an excellent
Federation and the Republic of Zeon have just signed a treaty to end the brutal war.
At this point, when I finished the battle with Baku, I was actually thinking about creating. I've actually had thoughts about making a film that take place after Mobile Suit Gundam on ROBLOX, but I've never actually gotten to it yet. After this, I started thinking about making a show. I've actually selected from just directly going to the film, or doing a sequel, or even doing a parody of G Gundam, considering kind of ROBLOX's behavior, kind of ROBLOX's style. So I chose Zeta Gundam on ROBLOX instead. For Zeta Gundam on ROBLOX, we only did 1 episode, and the second episode's been in development hell for like, 2 years now? But, I mean, it doesn't mean I've quit on making Gundam on ROBLOX. I would definitely work on it again, once I get a working computer that can handle the second episode of Zeta Gundam on ROBLOX, and eventually film Mobile Suit Gundam on ROBLOX, Char's Counterattack, which I do think about releasing soon. But anyways, basically to finish off this commentary, overall the creation of Mobile Suit Gundam on ROBLOX is great. I'm very glad for all the fan support from ROBLOX fans, and YouTube fans of NikeTube Studios. I would thank you so much for everything that you guys done. I appreciate the 6 years of working for NikeTube Studios. I just have to say thank you so much for all the support. And as always, this is Nick DeLeon from NikeTube Studios, signing off.